Welcome to Radioflash, Armada's dedicated electromagnetic defence and security podcast with your host Tom Withington at the controls. Now, us Spectrum geeks are lucky people. Whether tenderfoots or titans, we have an array of readable and authoritative text that we can consult to learn the basics or to refresh our skills. Books covering the key principles of electronic warfare and its subdisciplines help us navigate the electromagnetic world around us and understand its relevance to military power. Now, this September, electronic warfare expert and former practitioner Vito Pesare published his latest work, COMINT, All You Need to Know. This is Vito's second book, following on from Electromagnetic Warfare, All You Need to Know, which he co-wrote with Rudd-Orthner and was published in 2024. Now, he joins us today from his home near Taranto in southern Italy. Vito, it's great to have you with us. A very warm welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you very much.
We talked a little bit about this just before we started the recording, but what encouraged you to write the book?
First of all, passion. Second one, the idea was starting because all books I read before was so technical books, and even they explain how works electromagnetic warfare and all the subject of electromagnetic warfare. There was a gap between our operational side and engineer side. So the engineer, they explain all formula or works, all these things, the scientific things. But from the operational side, if you want to find some operational thing in these books, it's very, very hard to find. Even if they talk about the operational side, but it's very hard to find. So my idea was to put all together the operational side and explain the electromagnetic warfare on the first book, and on the COMINT on my second book, explain in few words and very, very aimed word on the topic. So even someone never heard about electromagnetic warfare, they can very easily understand the concept of the electromagnetic warfare. That's the reason why they pushed me to writing this book here.
What was the most difficult or the most challenging aspect of writing it?
COMINT always is treated like a secondary topics of the electromagnetic warfare, but should be treated on the same way of the airlink, which is the radar side. So all the time when we talk about electromagnetic warfare, we are thinking about radar, jamming radar, etc., etc. But we not all the time think about COMINT, communication intelligence, also because it's very, very important. On the same way of the electromagnetic airlink is on the same way. The really big issue found on it to explain how COMINT works. If stay in the line, do not touch the sensitive argument, sensitive topic. That was a very, very hard job, because sometimes you are very how can I say? You start writing and then you not recognize you are writing something very sensitive, because for you it's normal, because it's a topic you treat every day, and when you talk with your colleague, you are talking something normal for you, but it's very sensitive for other people. So that was really, really hard to write down and stay online, to not overtake this line, to not pass this line and make some mistake, and you will pay hardly later.
As you look at the COMINT discipline now, what do you think are the biggest challenges it faces?
The biggest challenges now on about COMINT, because it's changing very, very, very fast. If you look on the back of the years, there was just 3 or 4 modulation type. Most of the modulation was frequency shift K. We don't use anymore the continuous wave, the Morse code, or these things here. So very, very simple communication things. But now everything's changed in very, very, very fast. We have different modulation like MAI, MMO, or FTM, or all this kind of modulation is a big challenge to recognize which is the right signal to analyze or which is the right signal to keep, because most of the signal, they are the same. So which one is good and which one is not? That is the main, the big challenge at the moment.
How do you see COMINT's role evolving as we look towards the age of artificial intelligence and cognitive radio, for example?
In Italy, we say electronic warfare is like God. You ask help when you need it. And that is coming too, because it is an underestimate. You know, the Ukrainian and Russian conflict is based on the COMINT side. And now COMINT become more important than HELINT, because most of the battlefield is full of communications. Less radar to intercept, less radar to jamming, but full information you can keep from the COMINT, etc., etc. Now we are living the time that COMINT is more important than HELINT side. And but in the same time, with this difference between COMINT and radar side, in the same time, COMINT is very easy to apply on artificial intelligence, because the modulations, they are not a lot like in the radar side. And also, another important thing is you can have a lot of data to recording, analyze, and start to teaching your machine to recognize which modulation it is. That is a good point, because different radar side is a little bit, so you don't have a lot of information, because obviously if the government, they spend a lot of money on such a asset to gathering information about the radar, and they cost a lot of money. Of the difference of the COMINT, you don't have to spend a lot of money, but in the same time, equipment is very, very cheap, and also the data available there is a lot. It's not on the radar. Radar side, data available, yes, it's a lot, but nobody wants to share the data. They keep it for the other nations. So that's the reason why. So it's very not difficult to apply the artificial intelligence to the radar side, but it's very easy to apply the COMINT side than the HELINT side.
Vito, I'm very pleased that you're putting COMINT back on the map and that you're encouraging these discussions with your book. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You can order a copy of COMINT All You Need to Know. It's available from all good online retailers and does indeed come highly recommended. And don't forget, there's more news and analysis at armadainternational.com. That's all we have time for. Thanks for listening.